Hello to my beautiful fans and welcome back to another video. Today I feel elated. That update video last night went down incredibly well. You guys have been very patient with me and I appreciate that so much, because I feel we are now reaching a level of understanding, because I was starting to feel a bit disconnected from you guys. I felt like I was screwing up and doing things that people weren't particularly pleased with, so that video has made me feel so much better, and hopefully now we can move on and look forward to the future of this channel. So today, this is the first day of the rest of this channel's life. I'm going to be starting a completely different series. This first one is just going to be a little tester episode, so it's going to be in a similar format to my weekly window videos, in the sense that I will have several topics all in one video, but none of them will be news, drama or trending topic related. I'm just going to see what you guys are interested in and what you're not interested in, and then in the future I will have videos with just the single topic that I will go into more depth on. I just want to find out what you guys like at the minute. So the topics I'll be focusing mostly on today will be mindfulness and music, then I'll have a couple other little bits of information. So I really do hope you enjoyed this episode, and please do let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed it, and what parts you like and what parts you didn't like. If you do enjoy it, please do leave a like and do subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks guys. So guys, I've got a lot to talk about today, so if it's alright with you guys, I'm going to dive right in. So, a little disclaimer first and foremost. Firstly, I want to say I'm no psychotherapist, I'm no doctor, I'm no counsellor. I'm just speaking from a place of personal experience and wanted very much to share this information with you guys, because even though mindfulness is more popular now than ever, a lot of people still haven't heard of it or don't recognise it as something useful for anxiety. It's helped me a great deal. It's often the case that people will be struggling but unsure of what they need to do, and they may be without the right coping mechanisms that can help them out. As well as that, people often can't afford counselling, but I'm not claiming this will work for everyone. Similar to meditation, it can take some time and it can take a bit of work, but I think it's an important thing that everyone should be aware of, not just those that suffer with anxiety, but everyone in the world. So, what is mindfulness? I'm sure all of you out there have heard of meditation, and I'm sure all of you out there have heard of Buddhism. Both the act of meditation and the philosophy behind Buddhism have strong ties into what mindfulness actually is. In the past couple of years, mindfulness has gained a lot more attention and even became a bit of a buzzword last year and the year previous to that. It is also now being recognised as a form of psychotherapy. This is called mindfulness-based cognitive therapy. It's possible some of you out there have heard of CBT, which is cognitive behavioural therapy, so it works in a similar way to that. Essentially, mindfulness is about stripping down all the unnecessary baggage, all the unnecessary worries, and becoming more at one with yourself and at one with the world. It may sound a bit hippy-dippy, but that is essentially what mindfulness is about, and that is essentially what mindfulness will help you to achieve. So, let's get on to how mindfulness can help your anxiety. So in the description I have added links to several resources that can help get you started with mindfulness. There is a book called Mindfulness, Finding Peace in a Frantic World. It involves an 8-week course within the book, and a CD with guided meditations. It's brilliant. It's absolutely a fantastic read. As well as that, I've included several websites with free resources and information, and as well as that, I've included a link to a website that talks about Taoism, which is an ancient philosophy that has incredibly close ties with mindfulness and Buddhism. So, how can mindfulness help your anxiety? In my personal experience, quite a while back, I started looking into meditation, which is right at the core of what mindfulness. Meditation can help very much with anxiety because it helps your mind to find peace. Those with an anxious mind often find they have racing thoughts, constantly worrying about things, and there's that thing of like, you know, say I was walking to the bus stop and I was late for an appointment, I was stressing out. Throughout that whole journey, I would spend it worrying and thinking about this appointment, what's going to happen, and all of that. And as I'm doing that, I'm not living in the present moment. I'm not right there, I'm away in my thoughts up here. So mindfulness is a way to help you get back to just being as opposed to doing. I think the most important method and technique of finding mindfulness as you're out on the go, wherever you are, it doesn't matter, is about your breathing. Breathing is such a wonderful thing because it's always present, it's always there with you, and it can always help to find that rhythm, to get in the zone and stop the worrying. So breathing exercises are pretty much a form of meditation. That's right at the center of how meditation works, and essentially what you're going to want to do is find a place where you can be at peace, or if you're out and about, that doesn't matter too much, that's absolutely fine, and focus on your breathing. Feel it coming in and feel it going out, and slow your rhythm down so you've got a constant tempo of deep breaths in and out. And as you're doing this, start to focus on how it feels to have the air going in and how the breath feels as it's going out as well. As you're focusing on the feeling, the sensation of it, that can help to focus and help to stop the thoughts from entering your mind at that moment. As you're doing this, you could also maybe in your mind say in and out as you're breathing, and that helps to focus on the breathing even more. In your mind, don't try to stop thinking. Like, a lot of people think that to meditate all you have to do is force yourself to stop thinking about things, but that's not true at all. What you have to do is you have to let thoughts come and let them go at the same time. It's like you're out at sea riding upon the waves, letting the waves come and letting the waves go. And as you're practicing this, you will get better and better and better until you'll get to a point where it's very easy to zone in and stop the worry. So I'm not going to try to go into too much detail on breathing exercises because there are far better people that can talk about it, and those exercises you will find in the description. That is right at the core of mindfulness and how it works. So I found Taoism has also helped me with mindfulness and just becoming a better person in general. Taoism is an ancient Chinese philosophy and is where the yin and yang came from, that classic symbol of light and dark, white and black. It's all about balance. It's all about how the world needs to find balance, everything in moderation. That's how you can live a better life. It also talks a lot about nature and wildlife, and I find that stuff really important to me. So Taoism has their kind of Bible, I'd say. It's called the Tao Te Ching and was written by Lao Tzu many years ago. It's a beautiful piece of work because it's done in verse. It's like poetry, and it's absolutely fantastic. The Tao is Open, which is the website that's in the description. It has a translation, and as well as it being translated, it also explains what their thoughts on the translations are, so you can get into a lot more depth on it. I think it's a really useful website. It centers around meditation and mindfulness as well. So to summarize, mindfulness is all about being and not doing. It's all about living in the moment and being able to live stress-free. And this is so essential to helping with your anxiety. It can really help with social anxiety. It can help with hypochondria. From personal experience, it's helped me to stop worrying about things like that. I often worry about my health. I often worry about how I am in social interactions, and that's the beauty of breathing exercises. If you're at a party somewhere, if you feel a little bit anxious, you can just sneak off to the bathroom, do some breathing exercises, and hopefully you'll be able to get in the zone. So the links will be in the description for several resources. There's that book I was talking about, there's the link to Taoism. I'm incredibly nervous about how well this video will do. Obviously, I really want it to do well because I think it's an important subject that needs more awareness. But I really doubt that it will get over 100 views. If it does, I will be absolutely over the moon. So if you enjoy this content, if you've enjoyed this video, please do leave it a like, and please do let me know down in the comments whether this is something that interests you or not, because if it does, then I can go into more depth on it, I can look into more techniques. So I really do hope you've enjoyed watching today, guys. Please do subscribe if you haven't already, or if you want to see more content like this. Thank you very much, guys. I was going to discuss music for a little bit today, but I think I'm going to leave that till the next video. I'm going to be talking about just some artists that I really like at the minute, from various different areas of music. I was going to be talking about Tool, which is a metal band. I was going to be talking about Jay Kenzo, which is a dubstep artist, the good kind of dubstep, not the bad kind. And I was also going to be looking into Enrico Sangiuliano, who's my favourite techno producer at the minute. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one.